What's up, Wildcats? Coach Scotty Williams here with the Associate Commissioner of the High School Athletic Association, Director of Officials. Just a really long business card. This is Mark Dreibelbis. How are you?
I'm great, Scotty.
Awesome. Glad to have you. You want to take a lap?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you definitely do a lot of traveling, I'm sure.
Yes.
What's your favorite power snack for the road?
Orange.
Orange? Just orange? Okay.
Just an orange. Good hydration.
Totally healthy.
Easy.
No junk snacks at any
Easy
point?
to peel, easy to throw in a bag, not get the car dirty.
That works for me. Where was your favorite place to officiate back in the day?
High school or college?
Your call.
Probably, well, I just saw him, Catawba College. Always had a great atmosphere, and coaches really did a good job. My dad was a graduate, so I kind of always enjoyed doing that. But I lived in Boone for 31 years, and going into the smaller communities, like the games in Ashe County and Avery County, gyms were always packed, fans were really engaged, and man, it was exciting. And it doesn't matter what level you're calling, it's the excitement and the atmosphere and the environment. And I remember those games as much as any big state championship contest I had.
Awesome. So you do other things for the High School Athletic Association besides just working with officials. Can you talk about some of those things?
One of my favorite things I do is our student leadership. We've just developed a leadership workshop for students, conducted 2 of them, but we do Student Athlete Summer Institutes. I do Dream Team training, which stands for Daring to Role Model Excellence, as athletic mentors, where we kind of train the trainers and we empower the students to understand that as athletes, they're role models innately, inherently. And so can they have an influence not only upon their team, but their schoolmate, but also people in the community and the feeder schools. So I really enjoy doing those type trainings because we feel like what we're doing is we're trying to empower folks to understand that they can be leaders, and not only can they help shape themselves to have healthy bodies, positive and healthy life choices, but also to give that to other people.
What is your favorite movie, any era, any whatever? If I'm putting a movie in front of you right now, you gotta watch it.
Bad News Bears. I was a baseball player, and to me, it just shows you, it gives you the good life lessons by showing the negative role model part of it with some comedic influence, and but it also shows what teamwork's all about, what development's all about. You don't have to be great. You don't have to have the best team set up to be successful. And I remember when I coached one of my favorite teams that I worked with, we had gone undefeated 2 years in a row, and the next year we didn't win a game. And that was my favorite team because I had the same players back the next year, and our goal was just to win one game. And we embraced the fact that we weren't very good, but we had fun, and we worked at our skill development and our life development, and that was probably the best coaching experience that I had.
Okay. I gotta ask this a scandalous question for all the high school coaches who are watching. What sport in North Carolina high schools has the best behaved coaches?
Oh, volleyball. That's easy. We only had 1 ejection in volleyball last year.
Only one, okay.
Only one.
Okay.
And, but I think also the sport lends itself to that because volleyball coaches really are not allowed by rule to have the verbal and physical influence that a basketball coach could have, or a baseball coach, and those type things. But we've put things in place to try to make sure that the head coach is the only one communicating with the officials, to try to make sure that we have positive and professional communication, not a whole lot of ancillary stuff by too many assistant coaches. And I tell the officials, then this responsibility is on you, because if you can't handle one individual, give them the respect that they deserve, and be positive and professional, then we're not doing our job as officials or umpires.
What is the funniest thing an athlete has said to you while officiating a contest?
Man, don't listen to my coach. I don't like him. If you want to throw him out, it'll be fine with us. And I remember looking at the player and went, I don't think I've ever had a student tell me that. So that was kind of funny.
Coaches, you get to wonder if that was your kid or not. It's really the best part. And Mark, obviously we're coming up on the start of fall sports and a new sport year. We have high respect for our officials across all of our sports, and we know we need more of them. So what's one thing we as schools can do to help support the officials who are going to be going out to our schools?
Several things. One, we have to have an influx of younger officials. So we need to get our student athletes involved, because that's how I got involved. Once I got out of high school, I wasn't good enough to continue playing sports, but I could stay involved in it. I wasn't a football player, but I ascended to a level that I called college football. I tried to play baseball at the college level, wasn't good enough, but I worked college baseball and I worked NCAA basketball for 30 years. So, you can have a career, but those students who are our athletes, they can become our best officials because they understand the game. And the other thing is, we've got to create a positive environment. The number one reason that officials are leaving the craft is because of fans. It has nothing to do with players, has nothing to do with coaches. Because they're our role models and they're inherent to what we do. But I tell you, we've got to understand that just because we're a fan, it doesn't mean it's free season. And I tell our administrators, you want to remediate behavior, film the fans and then show it to them. Because if they're out of control, that's the one thing we can't control as officials. But I'll be honest with you, don't get paid enough money as an official. I do it because of love. I do it because of passion to give back to the game. But if it's not going to be fun, then I'm not going to do it. So we got to make sure that not only is it fun for our players and our coaches, but our officials too. Because it's a triangle: coaches, players, and officials. And unless we all work together, it's never going to be successful. But that's our success model right now, and I feel very confident that we'll continue to improve on it.
Guys, awesome things are going to happen at high school sports fields across the state this year, and we appreciate Mark's part in it. Mark, thanks for taking a lap.
Thank y'all for having me.